About Rio Mineral from Terry Wagner when he was in Valentine, Nebraska. Big cow rancher up there. Good friend of mine, more like a brother. Well, actually, is like a brother. But he told me about it. He said, "Mike, I've got the best mineral." He said, "It's just unbelievable." So, of course, we have a little over 10,000 acres here. So, told him I'd try it. I believe in him. We put half of the ranch on the Rio Mineral. The other half, basically the same grass, not on the mineral that we originally had, that we were using.
Okay.
And when we gathered that year, of course, being on Superior Livestock, I know exactly what my weights are. We're pretty close, you know, every year I know what the cattle are going to weigh. The cattle on the east half of the ranch come in 53 pounds heavier than the calves on the west side of the ranch. So basically the same grass. So I know it works. It's worked ever since. And I'll just throw in another little surprise that I didn't tell you guys about before, but in the years I've been using Real Nutritional, of course I use the Superior back programs, I use Vista once. I've only doctored probably one calf a year since being on Rio Mineral. And not only that, my breed back has been just substantially better. I mean, I had a set of cows last year, 30 head of cows, had 100% breed back on. And I had those separate because we put them in with a high dollar bull I bought off the Peeper, so I know exactly what I needed. But but being on Real Mineral, 100% breed back, so pretty darn good.
That's excellent. And so with the conditions like they were when you shipped cattle in the whole area,
right?
A lot of cattle were coming in under base weight.
Okay, yes.
Say something about
that. Well,
I
like I say, I do Superior Livestock, and just in general around here, the gentlemen I have on Real Mineral, or that I've told, I just show them your literature, let them decide on their own. And the only calves that didn't come in under base weight were the calves that were on Real Mineral around here. Everything else, we had such a wet year, the grass was so bushy, calves come in 50 to 100 pounds light, most of them 50 to 70 pounds light. But the calves that I had on Real Mineral, and I'm not sure if they used the breeder tubs or what they were using, but the calves I had on that were coming in right at base weight.
Well, the one ranch that has cattle right here,
yes,
on your land,
yes,
those cattle were on the same mineral package,
yes,
and the same digestion add package for milk production on the cow.
Right, exactly.
What would you contribute that to? What would you say about the way the calves come off the grass, the cow?
Well, you got people right here close that are 50 to 70 pounds lighter, so you've got to contribute it to the mineral. I mean, it's just point blank. You got to contribute. Grass is basically the same in this whole area, so it's got to be the mineral. I mean, it's a no-brainer, basically. I get literature from you guys, well, basically you, and I tell people about it.
Okay.
This is what it is. You can go buy that cheaper mineral and da-da-da-da-da, but this is a proven deal. When you got running 500 to 800 head, you only doctor one calf a year before you, and I mean, I wean them. So it's working, guys.
So we talked about that breeder mineral in a tub.
Yes, sir.
And part of that ad pack that we're putting in there is specifically for the mama cow to help her to ramp up digestion in her, and help her sustain better milk production through the summer going into the fall when we pull the calves off.
Right.
And you take any genetic of a cow, it doesn't matter whether it's Angus, Charolais, whatever kind of cow you've got, when mama cow is digesting well and when she's producing her high level of milk production, not necessarily dairy cow, but her high level of milk production, she will deliver plenty of protein and energy to her calf to get maximum potential out of the genetics in her calf.
Right.
And so we feel that we got to get breeding as number one. It goes without saying, breeding is everything. And then when we're looking at getting more frame growth on these calves without feeding grain or protein, so to speak, we're not getting that baby fat. You follow what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Can you say something about the value of getting that frame growth rather than just flubber?
Well, the calf fat, you'll get docked on it. I don't care if you go to the sale barn or wherever you sell your calves. They don't want them excessively fleshy. And when you can go putting a frame on these calves, or when these guys receive these calves, then they go on, that's what they're looking for. That's why I've never did the creep feed. Okay. When I was in college at Colorado State, the big creep feed, it doesn't pay. It doesn't pay to feed. The Real Mineral pays. You're putting a frame on the calves are healthier, The cows breed back better. It's a, like I say,
You're looking at it from a holistic.
from the whole deal. It's a no-brainer, and I don't know what you guys are doing, but keep doing it.
Okay, Oklahoma State was doing some studies recently on whether to creep or not to creep.
Right.
When you're asking yourself to creep or not to creep, you said when mama cow is producing and sustaining good milk production,
Right.
creep will have very little to no
Exactly.
economical benefits.
Exactly.
Because you'll be maximizing growth potential on that calf, even on a dry, tough year.
The creep feed is going to make your calf heavier, fleshier, fatter. Not fleshier, fatter. And in the long run, the buyers don't want that.
Why don't they want that?
They want to have those calves perform in a feedlot. Okay, if you're making them fat like that, coming off the cow, for one thing, they're gonna shrink. They're gonna lose that going in feedlot. You know, going around standing balling, whether you wear it or wean on grass, whatever.
Yep.
They're gonna lose all that by walking around balling. So why have it? I've seen some health issues, where, the calves are, but basically they're going to lose that fat.
So if someone pays for the baby fat,
I can take my calves, I'll tell you what I can do. I can take the exact same genetic cows on creep feed and the cows right here with the real nutrition just on grass, and I'll outsell you. Because that guy would rather have these calves that's got the frame and the condition that's going to put it on versus those calves that are fat, that's going to walk and ball and lose all that fat.